Runner's World is now reporting, Wolf, that about 17,500 runners had already crossed this line before the explosion, which meant about 6,000 actually hadn't crossed, even though they normally get 27,000. This year, not as many started. Ultimately, a lot of people drop out at the last minute. So, in fact, with every runner who went across this line, that took people away to celebrate and say the race was over. So, in fact, this was late in the process here. One thing I want to notice here, though, we've been analyzing this explosion and the second explosion just down the street here, because if we move in toward it, over here near the Mandarin Oriental over here, if you move into this area and you take a closer look, one of the things that seems to be clear is that this explosion appears to be substantially bigger than the first one down here. Most of our video is down here, but this one seems to have covered the entire area from the buildings here all the way out to the sidewalk out here and maybe out into the runners a bit. So this seems to have been a substantially larger explosion, Wolf. Now, I will say one thing about this. If you look at the finish line area down here, the police have been telling me